Sean Hannity is, of course, defending Donald Trump's plan to cut taxes. However, he's a little concerned when Donald Trump makes statements indicating that he will not cut taxes for the wealthy, only for those in the middle class and the working class. And so in the next segment, he makes the case for why it's important to cut taxes for the richest Americans. Take a look.
He can't get trapped into this old thinking mentality. You know, Reagan slashed the top marginal rate in the course of his presidency from 70 to 28%. Revenues to the government doubled. 20 million new jobs were created. And that was after the 82 recession. I mean, it needed some time to get this thriving, and it worked. You know, it's simple economics, because those multinationals, those corporations, quote, rich people, what they're going to do is they're going to end up spending money and buying boats. And as Geraldo said yesterday, bought a helicopter after the Reagan tax cuts. But that keeps people working.
What? Wait, so Geraldo buying a helicopter keeps people working?
Okay.
What?
Okay, so this is a preposterous argument to any rational person, but it really does work with the right way.
Yes.
They go, oh yeah, I mean, all the yacht makers. All of the yacht makers are in business. The helicopter makers, they're making money hand over fist and employing people. That is a minuscule percentage of the economy. So if rich people get money, and it's not to say that, look, we got to find a rational place where taxes should be. It's not just to say, okay, there's no end to it, just tax the rich to infinity. But we've got to find the right balance. So how do we do that? So if you say, okay, I'm going to give more tax cuts to the rich, as Sean Hannity is arguing for there, because they will spend a tiny percentage of that on yachts and helicopters. But where do they put most of the money? They save it, which is nothing wrong with that. That's a rational thing to do, right? But that does not go back into the economy. Whereas if you get, whether it's tax cuts, subsidies, et cetera, to the middle class, which they don't do. Almost all the tax cuts that Trump has proposed is going to the rich, okay? And more importantly, to multinational corporations. They're not giving, you're getting a payroll tax cut? No, you're not. Payroll tax is regressive, it's for the middle class. All they've done is increase the payroll tax, not cut it, because they want to shift the taxes onto you. So if you gave, in terms of whether it's the government doing it or you increase minimum wage, and that winds up allowing people who are working hard to make more money. If you're poor or middle class, the extra money you get, you have to spend almost all of it. So I would love for you to be able to save, but a lot of those folks are not in a position to save. So they spend it on food, books, shelter, clothing, et cetera. And what does that do? That goes back into the economy and it recirculates. And it actually creates a stronger and stronger economy. And the counter argument that we'll build enough yachts for the rich to improve the economy is laughable and preposterous. No economist in their right mind would ever think that if they weren't paid to think that. If there weren't think tanks funded by billionaires to come up with reports to say, oh yeah, yachts, the yacht industry is gigantic. Well, of course, that'll create all the jobs we need.
So this, can I just say?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the same kind of logic of, so if I'm in a car that goes off a cliff right before it hits the ground, I'll just jump up. It's the same kind of, it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't work, but it sounds like it makes sense when you first hear about it if you don't think about it. So what Sean Hannity is basically giving us is the rationale for trickle-down economics. And what trickle-down economics is you give all this money to the richest guy in the country, and then he's gonna spend so much of it, he'll employ all of us. But that's not how it works. First of all, as Johnny points out, it's like, oh sir, please, can I have a trickle? Can I have a trickle of your wealth? Thank you, sir. So that's what it lets the rest of us, turns us into people who are begging for rich people to spend their money, but they don't spend their money, because if you go watch that banned TED Talk from that millionaire, he tells you that they can't buy all the stuff that jumpstarts the economy. They can only buy so many cars, so many pairs of jeans, so many houses, right? They take a lot of that money, as Cenk said, and they put it in savings, or they put it offshore and they put it in tax havens so it never goes back into the economy. If trickle-down economics worked, the middle class in America would be the richest people in the world right now because all the gains of the economies, the recovery from this economy in 2008 went to the upper 1%. And guess what? We have the biggest income inequality since before the Gilded Age. So if trickle-down economics actually worked, we'd all be doing great. The fact that we are all, half the country is poor or low income, 50% of all wage earners are less than $30,000 a year, shows you that trickle-down economics is just a fantasy thought up by guys like Sean Hannity and pricks and think tanks, and it doesn't really work at all.
And they got their wish. They got George W. Bush. He did trickle-down economics. He did massive tax cuts. And what happened? They crashed the economy, and right before he left, it cost us 8 million jobs. It didn't create jobs, it destroyed jobs. If you like this video, you probably like independent media. The best way to support independent media, become a member of the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.